So it's time for us to listen to Glorinel Ojeda Matos's also from Arizona State University, her presentation. She's also pre-recorded.
Hi all. Hello, my name is Glorinel Ojeda Matos. I am a PhD student in sustainability at Arizona State University. Also, I am a research assistant in an in-field project developed in collaboration with the University of Maryland and Tufts University. This project focuses on integrated food, energy, water system planning in river basins in Argentina and Uruguay. Our stakeholders are few managers from the national to the regional level. The stakeholder engagement process started in the midst of the global pandemic. As we know, each country is dealing with the pandemic differently. Like many of you, we are facing challenges such as we are unable to have in-person meetings as a research team, we are unable to travel to these countries, and the legacy of collaboration, which has been an advantage and a disadvantage. In normal times, the engagement process was expected to combine in-person meetings, focus group, and participatory workshops in these Latin American countries. We have been adapting our research strategy, recognizing the challenge that we are facing and these countries are facing too. For instance, now our stakeholder communication plan includes one-page flyer, virtual informative pitch presentations, and newsletters, all of them in English and Spanish. Also, we are collecting secondary data to get to know our stakeholders, the context, and be more concise in the outreach. Also, we added additional methodologies to develop narrative about food system governance and management using secondary data. For example, a media content analysis will provide information of main spokespeople, recent issues on the nexus, approved policies, and ongoing public discussions. We plan to engage stakeholders online until we are allowed to travel to this country. Meanwhile, we find a way to unpack context-specific characteristics to smooth unpack to co-develop the few models and planning scenarios. Thank you for listening to this lightning talk.
Great. And we have 3 minutes for questions again. Do we have any questions for Glory now? Well, I'll start with a question since nobody else is asking. So can you clarify for me, how are you, since you're not able to travel to Uruguay or Argentina, how are you interacting with your stakeholders right now?
We are interacting online via Zoom, emails, that kind of information. But one barrier that we have, because, for example, when we started the stakeholder engagement process in fall, we were in lockdown and they were at the office, but they were responding to the pandemic. So when we started to have meeting with them, they were asking for concise question, what exactly you need now? Because in this moment, my people is working to respond to the pandemic and you need to be more concise what you need from us. So in that moment, because part of the team don't have previous experience in these countries, we started, to try to figure out, okay, everybody should start to know about the context and figure out what you need to know for your research to be more concise in the process of engage these people. So they are open to collaborate with us, but in this moment, they need things more concise, that different, that we go in there and start to figure out how the things work there in that country, etc.
So you've really had to focus your research.
So it sounds like all of your stakeholders that were in those countries had access to phone lines or internets. Was that the case? Or were there some
Yeah.
who had that?
all of them, because we are working with managers at the national level, so at the government, with regional managers too, so they have access to internet.
Okay, so you didn't have to change your outreach plans because of that. Everyone already had access to some kind of electronic communication.
We had to change a little bit our plan because our plan was to travel there in
Well,
the
yeah.
last fall. Yeah, I have meeting with them in person. They know us, we know them, and we start that process in that point. But what happened is that we had to start that online. And at that point, we were locked down and they were at the office and they were more, you need to tell me exactly what you need, because see, my people will invest the time in the project. At this point, you have to be concise what you need.
But I guess my question is, it sounds like there were no stakeholders excluded because of the communication. They were included in a different way.
So far, we have not included anyone.
Thank you.
Great, right at time.